All right, let's talk about the dip belt monster walk. This exercise is a little more specific, so you're gonna do this closer to your season because it's got a little more specificity toward what you're going to do on the mat. So we're actually gonna load up the body and go through a monster walk, which is very important, as we've talked about over and over and over. It's going to improve hip stability. It's also going to improve quad static strength. We've talked about the static strength being something that if you're not moving, that's a static contraction. This is concentric, this is eccentric, or positive, negative, isometric. Different names, same thing, doesn't really matter. But you will build up that thigh static strength. So maintaining this position for long periods of time, you will have that strength statically, which is important. You do need some equipment here. Your gym probably will have a dip belt, and we're using a kettlebell today, but you can use any kind of weight. You can use plates, dumbbells, a kettlebell. The one thing that's helpful is if it's not a large weight, that it's not dragging on the floor. So if you are using plates, 25s are probably multiple 25s would probably be better than using multiple 45s or 145 just because of the size of the plate. And that's why a kettlebell works nice. So let me just kind of show you how to link up this exercise, and then we'll kind of talk about some of the issues and what to do when you're doing this exercise. So really, you're just going to link up your dip belt, come across. We kind of want this chain about as short as we can. So I'm going around twice, and then I'm lifting that weight up. When I'm lifting that weight, all that pressure gets put onto my hips, into my lower back, which is great because we want to build strength there on our posterior chain as a wrestler. Now, some of the issues with this exercise is as you start to perform the exercise and you start to fatigue, because your legs will burn through that static training, you will start to stand higher and higher. Please do not stand higher and higher. You're defeating the purpose of the exercise. We want to stay low, take nice and short strides when we're doing this. So we drop into position, very similar to like if we were wrestling, and we're just taking nice and short strides forward. This is called a monster walk, and we're using a dip belt to increase that resistance. We're going to come forward a couple feet, and then we're going to start walking backwards so that we work all dimensions and all planes. Now, as you start to fatigue, you'll see individuals start to come up. Make sure we're staying low. A good idea is to just look, are we almost touching the floor with that weight? If we're not, we need to bring it down. So what I always tell my athletes is, don't make it easier, make it harder. Get mad at the weights. If you want to stand up, get mad at it. Stay lower. Show that you have that strength to do this. So that is the dip belt monster walk. Phenomenal exercise for hip stability.